So, just in case if anybody's having trouble with Arlo and his new lineup, this could be a good team to go in with. I recommend Blaziken, Excadrill, and Tyranitar. So let's see if his lineup is what it is and see if this works out. So he's going to start off with Beldum, which fighting type moves should be somewhat effective. Just enough to go ahead and knock down his HP, and you take barely any damage. And we'll go ahead and block that. And moving on. Let's see what his second one is. Alright, so it's gonna be Hypno. So that will bring in Tyranitar because he does have a dark move. Unfortunately, I have rock fast attack move. That's okay. Go ahead and knock down his shield. Attack a couple times. Another shield. And then we should be able to get off either Brutal Swing to go ahead and KO him. You probably don't need to shield here, but I will anyway. And use Brutal Swing to finish him off. And let's see who his final Pokemon is. Looks like it's going to be Metagross. Alright, so go ahead and pull in Blaziken. At least go ahead and do one charge move. Alright, it might have been better to bring in Excadrill, but looks like I'm going to be able to defeat him regardless. We'll just go ahead and let him take me out. And then finish him off with Excadrill. And there it is. That's all it takes. Not too difficult. Hopefully you have those 3 Pokemon. There's many other strategies you can do. Honestly, that was probably the weakest one, but I was still able to easily defeat him, as you saw. And let's check for a shiny. And nope, no shiny. And stat-wise, IV's not very great. Alright, well that's it for Arlo. And as soon as I fight Clifford and or Sierra, we'll jump back into that. Some other options to defeating Arlo are... So just some quick counters. Arlo's Shadow Beldum is weak to Dark, Fire, Ghost, and Ground type moves. So using Charizard, Giratina, Excadrill, Blaziken, even Groudon. And if he comes out with Gyarados, you have Rock or Electric type moves. I would probably use Tyranitar here. You could use any of these Pokemon that you see in the list. If you don't have any of these, it looks like Legendary, Legendary, Legendary. So personally, I would use a Rock type Pokemon. And then if he brings out Shadow Charizard, of course, you also have, again, Electric, Rock, or Water. So you could use, again, Tyranitar, as it counters both Charizard and Gyarados. And then finally, he could bring in Charizard, like we already spoke about that. Hypno, that might be a little bit harder, but he is weak to Bug, Dark, and Ghost type moves. Having Tyranitar with Dark type Fast move or Charge move will help counter him, as you can see here, or Hydreigon. And then finally, his last 2 Pokemon he can bring out are Metagross, which is weak to Dark, Fire, Ghost, and Ground. So again, Hydreigon works here, Blaziken, and Excadrill, and or Shadow Sizer, which is weak to Fire type moves, 2 times weak. So you could have a Blaziken with Fighting and Fire type move, so you can use him for the first fight, as you saw, as I did with Beldum, and then bring him in at the end if you do so happen to get Scizor at the end. Reshma and Moltres, again, all legendary, so if you don't have those, a Charizard or Blaziken will work perfectly for defeating Arlo. Alright, everybody, that's it for Arlo, and I'll see you in the next one.